Hey everybody, Nick Huizinga here with Off the Grid News. It's May and we've had plenty of rainfall here in the upper Midwest, but we know that's not going to last forever. So today we're going to talk a little bit about mulch and what it can do to help us in our gardens. Now, as I said, this precipitation isn't going to last forever. We had rain just a couple of days ago, and the soil, as you can see, is still pretty moist here. But we're going to be up into the 90s here before long, and probably just under a month. You can see that this mulch here, this is just regular straw that we buy from a local farmer. It's pretty dry on the top here because it's been pretty windy since it stopped raining the other day. But if you lift up here, you can see underneath it's still really wet. Now, as I said, not a big deal here in May, but in June and July and August, this is going to be a lifesaver for us. Now, not only will this keep the soil moist under the mulch here, but you won't have to drag your hoses around as often as you normally would. You're going to cut your labor for watering pretty significantly by using just a little bit of mulch. Now, the second reason we really want to use mulch in our gardens is because it's really going to be difficult for weed seeds to take hold in something like this. You can see here along the edges of where we have our plants and our wood chip pathway that we have almost no weeds in our wood chip pathway. Now, this hasn't even been weeded, but you can see here on the margins we're really starting to get some weeds, and it's only been like this, it's only been exposed for a couple of weeks now. And of course the dandelions really like to take hold, but again, you're going to save yourself a whole lot of labor by putting something like these wood chips in your pathways and using the straw mulch around your plants. Now, of course, you're going to cut down your labor significantly out in your garden pulling weeds. There'll still be some sweating to do to get the rogues out of there, but you'll really substantially cut your time. But there are a few rules to follow when it comes to mulching. And as a general rule of thumb, if the mulch is touching the leaves of the plant, you're probably going to have some issues with just moisture issues, maybe some fungus. Of course, there are insects in the mulch. You just want to make sure that the leaves of the plant aren't touching. I think you'll find that using mulch in your garden is really going to cut down on the amount of work that you put into it and bring more enjoyment, as well as sprucing up the bare soil around your plants. Remember, everybody, garden hard, but garden smart. For Off the Grid News, I'm Nick Huizinga. We'll see you next time.